Sir, it's a pleasure to see you again in Beirut. Could you please introduce yourself and your position?
Thank you, Andy. It's a pleasure once again to see you back in Sri Lanka. My name is Rizwan Nayeem, Vice Chairman, the China Fort Gem and Jewelry Traders Association.
And how long have you been in the gem and jewelry industry? How far does it go back, your level of experience, sir?
So actually, I've been in the trade for more than 30 years now. I've been across all tiers of the trade, starting from production side. I've been in overseas, launching retail brands overseas, and actually right throughout the value chain of the gem industry, all the way from gem cutting, gem sourcing, and all the way through retailing as well.
With this experience, you must be very excited about Gem Sri Lanka coming up.
Absolutely. This is a very proud moment for the whole industry in Sri Lanka, particularly the gem trade in Beruala, which is one of the oldest sources for gemstones in the world, because the idea of Gem Sri Lanka is to showcase the finest gemstones to the world of gemstones, incorporating, actually carrying the young generations of Sri Lanka to the world.
Guild is very excited about having the opportunity to be involved with this. Gem Sri Lanka, how would you say that this show complements other gem shows? What can buyers expect?
Absolutely. The way we are structuring this exhibition is not as just an exhibition. It's the embodiment, it's the bringing together of the entire industry as a celebration of gemstones. Sri Lanka is a natural source for gemstones in the world. And we are actually coming in as an important source for many other buyers in the world of gemstones. So we want to bring in the young generation to incorporate world of gemstones and then take it to the next level in the world. So that is why Gem Sri Lanka is not just an exhibition, it is going to be an exhibition for the trade at every step of the value chain across in the world. Basically bringing together as a true celebration of gemstones.
How do you feel that it is special to have a show in Beirut?
Absolutely. The history of Beruala and gemstones goes back to somewhere about 1500 AD also. If you read about the famous stories of some of the famous sailors like Ibn Battuta, there is this narration of the famous Silk Route of trading between Europe and Far East. During those times, actually some of the sailors would come and stop in Beruala. Beruala was one of the original stops where they came in to source gemstones and spices out of Sri Lanka, actually. So if you actually read about the gemstones of Sri Lanka, the oldest found artifact is a piece of jewelry which is dating back more than 2,500 years. And if you take some of the historic documents of Sri Lanka, like the Sandeshya poems, that is out of the old history books, there also is Beruala is referred to as a gem city, as a vibrant gem city. So it is Beruala from those days specializes in sourcing rough stones from not only Sri Lanka, today they are sourcing from all parts of the world, cutting, polishing and finishing them to world-class standards. So it is only natural that Beruala brings on a world-class platform to showcase their products to the world of gems.
And this show is structured by, supported by, and given by the China Fort Gem and Jewelry Traders Association. Can you tell us a little bit about this association, sir?
Absolutely. The China Fort Gem and Jewelry Traders Association, with more than 2,000 members, is in fact the largest association in the industry of gem and jewelry industry in Sri Lanka and possibly in the whole of Asia as well. And more than 75% of our members are actually youngsters. That is why we say we are bringing together the youngsters to link up to the world of gemstones, to link up with international buyers. It is our duty, in fact, as an association of world-class standards, to bring together the next generation and take them to the next level, create those new relationships whereby they will present these world-class products to the international buyers.
Very good, sir. For an experienced buyer who goes to a variety of shows around the world, Hong Kong, perhaps Bangkok. How would you describe this show would be something that would complement the other shows or maybe expose them to something new, even for people that might have come to Sri Lanka to buy?
And this show, actually, Gem Sri Lanka, is going to be an unparalleled opportunity for those who are looking to source gemstones right from the source. Because here it is where rough stones are brought in, cut, polished. Sometimes they finish in the morning and the buyers get to see them in the very afternoon. So it's very fresh. You get first-hand view of gemstones as soon as they are finished. So it's a huge opportunity for the world of buyers, source gemstones right from their source as soon as they are finished.
That is perfect. And for people that are relatively new to the industry or new to buying colored stones at a source market or people brand new to the industry, how can coming to the show in Beirula, what can they expect, or how will being associated with the association and meeting all of these expert Sri Lankans, how can this help them to get into the industry and feel comfortable?
So those who are coming to the show can expect hospitality right from the beginning. It's a very warm environment, very warm environment. And this show is going to be held at Cinnamon Bentota, which is a very luxurious resort located in an exotic location, and they will all enjoy. We're expecting the buyers to come and reside there. And the show also will be there. It's a beautiful scenic view there, facing the sea on one side and the river on the other side, the famous Bentota River. So I'm sure the buyers will enjoy coming in and enjoy feeling the very hospitality of Beirula, and of course benefiting from top quality gemstones at very competitive rates, right from the source.
Would you say that for a relatively new person in the colored gemstone industry, especially new at buying international, would you say that the Beirula show is an excellent opportunity to come for resource connection and for educating themselves and becoming a better buyer?
Absolutely, because the best of cutters of sapphires, you can find them in Beirula. You can go and meet them firsthand. You can see for yourself how gemstones are cut and finished. You can learn how they are faceted. And of course, you have the opportunity to buy the smallest gemstones, 1 carat stones, half a carat stones, as soon as they are finished. And you are buying right from the source. You can feel safely that you can negotiate and get the best possible deal. There are more than 15 labs, and the Guild International is coming to set up, which is an international lab there. So they can have it certified there itself and then make their payment. So it is a very safe environment. They are most welcome.
And for the buyers to understand, when you say buy from the source, you don't just mean stones that are mined in Sri Lanka, but stones that are mined in Africa and from all over the world that come here, are cut here, and ready, like you say, perhaps that day, reaching the market.
Absolutely. We get paparajas coming from various parts of the world. We have savarites, beautiful vivid savarites coming from various parts of the world. Red spinners coming from various parts of the world. This is a true hub of colored gemstones. That's why we are calling it the celebration of gemstones.
Very good, sir. And how do you feel the vibe or the energy in the Sri Lankan market today? I mean, you have years of experience. You've seen the amount of demand, the amount of supply over the years. How would you feel the energy and the opportunity is today for foreign buyers in Sri Lanka?
I think post-pandemic, the opportunity is greatest at the moment, because come this Christmas season, everybody is going to pick up something of high quality. The luxury high brands are doing extremely well because people are looking for quality. Beirula is producing quality gemstones. Sri Lanka is producing quality gemstones. Sri Lanka is cutting them and finishing them to world-class standards. I'm sure the international buyers will benefit from sourcing from Sri Lanka, particularly from Gem Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing, especially for the Chinese industry, for sharing your thoughts.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pleasure.